by far, I thought our most spirited 40 minutes of the year. We need to play with that. Obviously, fans back helped, but I really think it was more of our players' excitement to play against a great team like Arizona. And they are a great team. Nobody's held them 59 points or even close all season. They shoot 31% for the game. They shoot 51%. So, but effort matters. I learned a long time ago, effort matters. Our effort was awesome. Just on that, I told Peyton Watson, like his spirit, his athleticism, he changed the game in the first half. Just tremendous effort from our guys. Running the three things they're great at: running the floor, rebounding, and their defensive denial. They weren't factors. They got some rebounds, but they missed 49 shots. You're going to get some rebounds. And the size factor is real. They're huge. Yeah, something like that.
First 5 minutes, it seemed like you were two heavyweight boxers just going at each other, and then you just seemed to put the clamps down on them. What can you say about limiting the points in the paint?
Well, they were 4 for their first 4 from 3 at the first TV timeout. So from there, they're 3 for 24. But I thought our effort defensively to disrupt them from what they're good at and not let teams play a team like that. If you let them get comfortable, they just destroy teams offensively. So the kids did a great job. Coach Savino should not be with me, but I love him. He makes me look thin, but his scouting report was awesome. It's just such an advantage for me to have 3 head coaches sitting with me. But again, we got them out of rhythm. And some of it is, sometimes you make shots they don't. That is some of the fact.
Jaime was quiet in the first half, then all of a sudden, it kind of exploded in the second half. I think he had 8 points in a row for you guys.
Yep.
What can you say about how he contributed to the game?
Well, as you can see, we were trying to get the matchups that we wanted. The thing about us, we have multiple guys that can take turns offensively. So we don't have to have a guy carry us for 40 minutes. As good as Johnny is, you see tonight, you got Cody with 12, like you alluded, Jules is 7 for 11, Jaime dominates the second half. But again, on that, we only turned it over 8 times. So it indicates their fast break. My dad taught me a long time ago, you can't run without the ball. So if you score and you're fouled, then it's hard for teams to run. And so far this year, they've been so awesome defensively that not only do they force turnovers, they force a lot of desperation shots that are like what I would call Van Gundy terms, shooting turnovers. They force shooting turnovers. So we tried to get the shots we wanted so we could set up.
Earlier in the year, or in the week, you were talking about Christian Coloco and maybe the Palm Beach creates for you guys. Did you feel like there was someone in particular that stepped up to the challenge tonight for you guys against Coloco?
He got behind our head for some lobs, but we did a good job of not letting him be a dominant shot blocker. That we had 8, they had 2. But I would say I haven't seen Jaime jump that high in 3 years. He had 3 blocked shots. Are you kidding me? He blocked one, so I couldn't believe it was him. But again, that's effort matters. Coaching is overrated. Coaching only matters if you can get your team to play with that kind of effort. Then coaching matters. A lot of guys can X and O. Doesn't matter if your guys don't do it. Do it with a lot of heart. So Jaime's effort was spirited. But Coloco's, like I said, he's the most improved player in the country.
Just one more, just the crowd tonight, how
Awesome.
back hadn't been in since December 1st, so it's been a while.
It's hard to believe.
You're coming on the crowd.
Oh, they're awesome. Students, like I said, for me, you know, coming here 3 years ago, it's just been an awesome experience. You know, to be able to bond with our fan base, be a part of UCLA and our tradition, and you know, becoming close to our students. Their support has been awesome. It's like they were waiting outside, lining up at 6 a.m. When I walked in an hour and a half early, I was over there talking to them. They were going nuts. So I was telling them I missed them. So it all makes sense. What makes it fun. We got Ben.
Vegas obviously had some good games, some great moments this year, but to do it up in this kind of game, defensively particularly,
Talking about Peyton. Yeah, it was awesome. I told him it was his best game by far. You know, learning how to play with the physicality at this level, in a game like that, with the effort it takes. It takes time for kids. You know, so many people in this, you know, I was telling Bill Walton today, there's only so many Kareem Abdul-Jabbars and Bill Waltons, you know, guys that good. They didn't have played freshman year, but they'd have been down. You're talking about the 0.1%. The rest of these guys, you know, I don't care how talented you are, you guys need a little time to adjust to how hard it is. You know, Peyton's adjusting. But his spirit was awesome tonight. But all the guys were. But he really, when you can come off the bench and get better, your rebounding gets better, our defense got better. When he gets in there with his length and when he plays with that kind of fight and scrap and spirit, he makes his athleticism a factor. What do you think?
The job you did on Maturin and also the job Tiger did on their point guard, did you anticipate that being such a decisive matchup?
Well, you know, obviously Kurt Kreese he's a very good shooter. You know, tonight wasn't his night. We'll see him again next Thursday, so I'll lose sleep over that because the chances of him going over for 12 are slim to none. But Tiger did a good job, obviously. Again, some of it, having done this, you know, sometimes ball didn't go in. But I thought we tried to make them expend energy. I thought, you know, a lot of what they do, they disrupt teams and it's easy for them. So they expend all, I'm a believer, if you don't make a team defend, they spend all their energy scoring on you. They have their legs. You know, I learned that from Coach Pitino a long time ago. So we tried to pressure him, pick him up full and take his legs. And hopefully that would help a little bit. But he's obviously a very good player. Tonight just wasn't his night. Matherin's, you know, he's an elite guy. We tried to make sure he had to make twos on us.
Yeah, the run that you guys had last year in the tournament, I was kind of wondering, how much did something like that help you think when you get into a game like this?
Yeah, the problem with my guys, I told them in the locker room, you know, I know they have another gear. They just hadn't given it to me yet. You know, I mean, when you got 5 guys back from a Final Four team, it's the first time I've been through that. And I understand for them, especially you got no fans. We're shut down from COVID. Just even at the beginning of the year, we beat Villanova. I didn't think that we played like that. You know, so you can't wait on the tournament. Not that we've been playing, but not like that. And you know, when you go through that, your fear is, you know, just from NBA teams, you know, that tend to, you're trying to repeat, and they're just kind of like the Bucks. They haven't been as good this year. Are they waiting on the playoffs? You know, I told our guys in Arizona's hungry. That's why their stats are the way they are. It's the way they've been playing. You know, but it'd be nice if we played like that every night.
Now, you know, from the time you came here, you've been stressing kind of toughness, right?
Yeah.
Learning how to win, stuff like that. I imagine that when you get results, stuff like that kind of gets reinforced and kind of builds on itself.
Oh yeah.
How much tougher is this team than I want to say 2 years ago than even it was last year?
Well, you know, defense, like I told you know, when I got here and then Coach Alford last year, you know, young teams don't know how to win. They don't know how to physically compete. You know, like, you know, Peyton's got a luxury. He gets to play with these guys. You know, and learn as he goes. Instead of having, if he's out there 35 minutes every night, he's got to be the man. That's a tough putt for, you know, to play at this level. You know, just all you gotta do is look at Arizona. They're improving from 1 year when they were younger. They were a tournament team last year for sure if they could have been. But you know, you get older, you get better.
Just real quick, Jalen Clark, I didn't see him. I imagine if he's not here, he's probably pretty banged up?
Yeah, he took a shot yesterday in practice, so we're just, we're staring on the side of caution with that. I know he had another consultation with our doctors before the game, as they were getting out of their appointments. So I'm gonna go see our doctors now, because I haven't had the update, just to see how he is, and I'll probably call him on my way home.
With him having concussed earlier.
Again, I can't answer, I haven't talked to anybody. So I really don't know. But you know me, I'll let you know when I do. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.